J.D. Vance outraged many with his role in the Trump-Zelensky Oval Office debacle. His life story is quite extraordinary. All eyes are on J.D. Vance after he was forced to deny grievously insulting Britain by claiming a potential peacekeeping force in Ukraine would be 20,000 troops from some random country that hasn't fought a war in 30 or 40 years. The US Vice President claimed he had been misquoted when he was accused of disrespecting British forces who served alongside the US in Iraq and Afghanistan, with former Veterans Minister Johnny Mercer branding him a clown who needs to check his privilege. But who is Vance, where does he come from, and what lies at the heart of his character? Fortunately, there are plenty of answers in his best-selling 2006 memoir, Hillbilly Elegy, about the Appalachian values of chaotic Kentucky family and the socio-economic problems of his hometown of Middletown, Ohio. It's known as a humble brag when you make seemingly modest, self-critical statements that, in fact, draw attention to your qualities, and J.D. Vance is a master at it. I'm 31 years old and I'll be the first to admit that I've accomplished nothing great in my life, he tells readers modestly in the introduction. Certainly nothing that would justify a complete stranger paying money to read about it. Why are we expected to pay to read it, then? Don't worry, he soon has the answer. Vance tells us he wrote his memoir, Hillbilly Elegy, not because he'd accomplished something extraordinary, but because he's achieved something quite ordinary, which doesn't happen to most kids who grew up like me. He continues, I grew up poor, in the Rust Belt, in an Ohio steel town that had been hemorrhaging jobs and hope for as long as I remember. I have, to put it mildly, a complex relationship with my parents, one of whom has struggled with addiction for nearly my entire life.